The truth about Komodo dragons: venom, not bacteria. The Komodo dragon, the world's largest living lizard, has long been shrouded in myth and mystery. For decades, people believed that this fearsome predator's bite was deadly because of toxic bacteria festering in its mouth, an image of a lizard with rotting meat between its teeth, infecting its prey with festering wounds. But modern science has dismantled this gruesome myth, replacing it with something even more fascinating, and perhaps more terrifying: venom. Real venom, delivered through a complex and specialized system, not unlike that of a venomous snake. Komodo dragons don't kill with dirt. They kill with chemistry. For years, it was widely assumed that the Komodo dragon's bite delivered fatal infections due to septic bacteria in its saliva. Researchers once documented dozens of bacterial strains in the mouths of Komodo dragons, including some known to cause sepsis. This fed into the idea that the lizard's bite led to a slow, gruesome death. But subsequent research, led by scientists from the University of Queensland and other institutions, found that these bacteria were not uniquely dangerous. In fact, most of them are similar to what you'd find in the mouths of any carnivorous animal. The dirty mouth hypothesis, though popular, doesn't hold up to rigorous scrutiny. What researchers found instead is that Komodo dragons possess venom glands, real, functional venom glands, located in their lower jaws. These glands secrete a complex cocktail of toxins that act on the cardiovascular system of the prey. Unlike snakes, Komodo dragons don't inject venom through hollow fangs. Instead, their venom seeps into the wounds created by their serrated teeth during a bite. The venom doesn't need to be delivered with surgical precision, because the Komodo dragon's bite is designed to tear. The teeth are curved and blade-like, and the dragon's neck muscles drive them through flesh with shocking force. Once inside the prey's body, the venom gets to work. It causes rapid blood loss, lowers blood pressure, prevents clotting, and induces shock. The anticoagulants in Komodo venom ensure that blood continues to pour from the wound, long after the bite has occurred. The prey becomes dizzy, weak, disoriented. Even large animals like deer or buffalo cannot escape once bitten. As blood pools in their tissues and blood pressure drops, they stagger, collapse, and succumb. It is a death not from rot, but from hemorrhage. Scientists have identified at least two primary classes of toxins in the Komodo dragon's venom. One is a group of molecules known as PLA2 toxins, which increase vascular permeability, causing blood vessels to leak fluid, and reduce blood clotting ability. The other class resembles proteins found in the venom of vipers, which help break down blood and tissue structure. Together, these compounds work synergistically to disable prey quickly and efficiently. The venom doesn't merely weaken. It destabilizes the entire cardiovascular system. And it's not just theoretical. In experiments comparing blood drawn from animals exposed to Komodo venom, researchers observed significant anticoagulant effects and dramatic hypotension. The presence of multiple anticoagulant enzymes confirmed that the Komodo's bite is far more than just mechanical. It's pharmacological. It is a chemically precise instrument of death. The bite itself, however, is not especially strong, certainly not when compared to crocodiles or even large cats. But the dragon doesn't need brute force. Its teeth, curved like steak knives, are enough to shred through hide and muscle. And once the wound is open, the venom compounds take over. This is what gives the Komodo dragon such a high success rate in hunting prey much larger than itself. It can bite once, then wait. The prey will flee, but not for long. Within minutes, the effects begin. Within hours, the animal collapses. Sometimes, a Komodo dragon will follow its wounded target for miles, patiently tracking it until it falls. Then, with no resistance left, it devours the carcass whole, bones, hooves, and all. Komodo dragons are not sloppy eaters. In contrast to the myth, they are relatively hygienic. They have been observed rinsing their mouths in water after feeding, and they do not have decaying meat lodged between their teeth. In fact, wild dragons have been found to harbor fewer pathogenic bacteria in their saliva than expected. The myth of the rotting bite stems more from sensationalist storytelling than from biological reality. The misconception was further muddled by observations of animals, like water buffalo, dying days after an encounter with a Komodo. But in many cases, these animals fled into stagnant pools or marshes, where bacterial infections could develop independently. The dragons were blamed, but the environment was the real culprit. Now, thanks to modern tools like MRI scans, genome sequencing, and molecular toxin analysis, the true nature of the Komodo's weaponry is being revealed. This lizard, ancient and formidable, is armed not with filth, but with pharmacology. Its evolutionary path has led not to microbial warfare, but to biochemical precision. Understanding how Komodo venom works doesn't just solve a biological mystery, it opens doors for medicine. Researchers are now studying the proteins found in Komodo venom to develop anticoagulant drugs and treatments for cardiovascular disease. Just as snake venoms have led to the development of life-saving blood pressure medications, Komodo venom may hold answers to human health problems still unsolved. But beyond the lab, the Komodo dragon remains a marvel of evolution. It reminds us that nature often finds the same solutions across different branches of the tree of life. Venom evolved independently in snakes, spiders, centipedes, and in this giant lizard from Indonesia. It proves that venom is not the sole province of the fawn and the stinger. It can live behind a serrated smile, in the humid jungles of Komodo Island. In the end, the truth is more fascinating than the myth. Komodo dragons are not festering with bacteria. They are biologically refined hunters, wielding chemistry like a weapon. And their bite doesn't just wound, it rewrites the rules of reptilian biology. What was once thought to be the byproduct of rot is, in fact, the fingerprint of evolutionary genius.